Snake, this is McDonald Miller. Campbell told me about the situation here. I thought I might be of some use.
There's no one I'd rather have in a foxhole than you.
Well, I know lots about you.
Taking the duct, eh? Still remember where the exit is?
Yeah, I'll be fine. Way I remember it, these ducts aren't that complicated. And my old friends are still here to show me the way. I won't get lost.
Friends?
Friends. Little furry ones.
Little furry?
Never mind.
Snake, as I'm sure you're aware, Shadow Moses Island is an extremely harsh environment. It's not so bad right now since you're indoors, but outside, there's a blizzard raging. Imagine what that'll do to your psych gauge. More than ever before, the success of this mission depends on you taking the proper measures to maintain your psych. Don't forget that. Yes, Snake?
Just here for my checkup.
Your psych is in excellent condition. Everything looks good to go.
Great, thanks.
Snake, you're a smoker, aren't you?
Not this again.
Just hear me out.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want someone smoking in front of my kids, of course, but from a stress management perspective, smoking is obviously an effective relaxation measure for people like you. It actually raised your psych, didn't it?
Yeah.
But even so, I'm not going to downplay its effects on your health. Your life gauge actually went down, didn't it? And the smell of tobacco can attract the enemy.
Yeah. I guess you're right.
Think carefully before lighting up, Snake. I'll leave it at that.
That gecko looks as if its drive has gone completely dead. I wonder if it's some mechanical problem. Never mind that, Snake. No time for dead lizards. Keep moving. Snake, look! A gecko! Huh, but it looks like the drive is dead. Maybe it's out of commission. Ah! It's alive! Look out! Run, Snake!
Snake, be careful. There are Claymore mines around there. Who are you? One of your fans.
Aim for the legs. Knock the gecko over, then aim for the neck.
Metal Gear Solid 4 Integral Podcast. Recorded at Konami HQ in downtown Tokyo, this is your host, Ryan Payton, for the exclusive in-game broadcast of... Metal Gear Solid 4 Integral Podcast. Welcome to the first ever Metal Gear Solid 4 Integral Podcast, number 1. It's going to be included in MGS4. As you know, playing through the game, as you're doing right now, you've got the iPod equipped, and you're listening to this show, and you're going to be able to download future shows in the coming months. But first, let me introduce Aki Saito, who's joining me on the program.
Hi, everyone.
Thanks for joining me, Aki. It's kind of weird. We're in the future now. It's 106 days in the future that we're recording this.
Yes.
Or that we're broadcasting this. We're recording this in February, knowing that this is going to be burnt onto the Blu-ray disc for millions of people to enjoy.
It's exciting.
I don't see any enemies around here. Okay, we'll go through the door all the way at the back.
Otacon, last time around we had a few complications and wound up going through the commander's office in the basement.
That's right. I remember now. But there's no need to go all the way down there this time, right? The back door takes us straight where we need to go.
Good point.
Okay then, let's get to the back door.
You also ease the tension of Snake.
Yes.
Because his sight gauge will fill up if you're listening to music.
Exactly.
Or if you're listening to this program.
Metal Gear Solid 4 Integral Podcast.
This is really cool in the game. Obviously, as players know, they're playing this on an Apple iPod, not just a generic MP3 player. Now, Aki, you worked on this project. You worked on getting approvals from Apple. Can you talk about that process of getting the iPod into the game, which is very cool?
Yes. Well, Kojima Production always comes up with cool ideas, and at that time, still is. Everyone has an iPod as their favorite music player, and we thought, as Hideo, Mr. Kojima is a great Apple fan as well. We thought that why not we put the actual iPod in the game and for Snake to use as an item, which is a cool idea. So it was really fun working with Apple because they're really nice guys actually.
And you're a super fan of Apple.
Well, yes, me too. Hideo and I are the last sole survivors within the company to have the Mac PCs on our desks and work on it.
But you take it a step further. You have a competitor's laptop. It's a PC-based laptop.
Yes.
With an Apple sticker over their brand.
Huh? Snake, that door is locked.
How do I open it?
Security is shut down altogether. You can't release the lock without activating it. You'll have to log in somewhere. I've got it, Snake. My old office is close by. With the power on, you should be able to unlock the door from there. And if you check the facility records, we can find out Rex's status and who's been in and out. You remember where it is, Snake?
I'm not senile yet.
Just to be safe, I'm marking it on your map. You old geezer. Snake, the password is 48273. Think you can remember that?
I told you, I'm not senile yet.
How what you guys are playing right now, how this will work. So what I did was I went to the studio and I made a video with the staffs of Kojima Productions. Thanks, guys.
Snake,
And
I've
we made a
checked the
video of
APU on this floor and
made
engaged
sure
the generator.
that can be
Energy
played
output is
on
low,
an iPod
but it
as
should
well.
be enough to
So
power the
I sent that
elevator.
DVD over to
Try
Apple,
the elevator and see
they
if it's
gave me-
working.
And they gave me approval on that. So
cool.
screenshots, usually, this happens only on screenshots and text-based explanations.
Sure.
But I thought, this is...
You want to see they want to see it in motion, right?
Yeah, so, usually you kind of ask them to come into the studio and that kind of thing, but that wasn't possible. I made a cool video, and they see this part of what the players are doing right now. So everything was recorded, sent it to Apple. They loved it.
Perfect.
Metal Gear Solid 4 Integral Podcast.
Okay, first go down the central hall.
And I can actually
Don't
say
worry,
podcast
it's not
now
electrified
because
anymore.
I kind of steer away from that word sometimes because it's Not necessarily everybody's listening to it on an iPod, so why call it a podcast? But this time we know everybody's listening to this in the in-game iPod. You can't download this on our website or through iTunes. This is exclusive to MGS4. You can listen to this program, and we're gonna have future programs as well as music that will be coming out in the coming months after the release of MGS4 that you can be able to download. And we're gonna be talking about the making of the game. It's kind of like a director's commentary, which is it's something that's never been done for games before.
I mean,
this format.
Yeah, this format is really cool. I mean, usually director's commentary or making of is done on a bonus disc or things like that. But of course, we could have that, but it's so cool as an item in the game, and you actually have to collect them, right? And when you find it, you want to listen to it.
Everything looks exactly like I remember it. Except for that wall way in back, anyway. I still can't believe how much damage you caused in such a small space.
The switchboard. Nailed it with a remote control missile to shut down the electric current in the floor. The guidance system in those things takes up so much space, it hardly leaves any room for explosives.
Didn't make much of a bang, huh?
Hardly. Switchboard's still intact.
You're right. The wiring past the switch circuits could still be live.
Wait a minute. I'm not gonna get shocked if I walk on this floor, am I?
No need to worry. As long as you don't turn the current back on.
Listening to the iPod through the second time through, because the first time through you want to listen to the Harry Gregson Williams soundtrack, right?
Well, no, the first time actually you're so tense trying to clear the game.
Yeah, you didn't even know what's going on.
Yeah, so I did know what the iPod, you could use the iPod, but you have to use it as an item.
Right.
And you want that solid eye as well that you and I
or the
love
rations,
so much.
yes.
Yeah, the rations. So, yes, I think second playthrough, third playthrough is what everyone's listening right now.
So as players have probably noticed, if this is the second time through, their items and their Drebin points are going to carry over to the second playthrough. And so they can use the second playthrough to try to hunt down items that are not found in Drebin's shop, or rare items, kind of face camos. So there's a lot
Since you're a listener, actually, you should be more easy and enjoying the game, actually more relaxed, listening to this radio program at the same time. I think it's a fun experience, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm looking forward.
Hold on. I want to check security.
Snake, that password I told you before, you remember it, right? Because I completely forgot. Can you punch it in for me? It's a 5-digit number. Snake, I think maybe your memory... Don't worry. I'm sure I can remember it. Well, let's see. Oh! I jotted it down. See? No need to worry.
What? I knew the number. In fact, I remembered it just now.
Huh. This version is totally obsolete. It's gonna take a little work. This is the room where we first met, huh?
Yep.
It's not conjuring up any unpleasant memories, is it? I was being attacked by Frank Yeager.